Hear our souls collide, bridge the divide, they sing us now. As our King departs, we plead your mercy, show us how. Hear our pleas to you, being of grace so divine. Grant us mercy now, to hold back the sands of time. Grant us mercy now, to hold back the sands of time.
Well, I must say, I have heard better renditions. Nevertheless, an admirable effort. Humans do appear to have lost the ability to sing throughout the years, though. How I have missed the fresh countryside air. The lush green grass, the warm glowing embers of the fire, the rich smelling smoke, and... Oh, well, who's this? It seems I may have found my reason for being summoned here. Hello, little one. Why are you sleeping out here on your own? I can feel your people are close by. Oh, but their emotions. It appears they are grieving. For you. It has been some time since I had the pleasure of meeting a human, but I'm pretty sure that this level of grief accompanies the loss of a loved one. Are you lost, my child? Let's see. Your heart beats strongly. The spark is strong within your soul too. But it seems your inner fire is struggling to burn from somewhere deep within. Physically, you are by human standards most certainly in fighting shape. So why is your fire struggling against the wind, little one? Oh, I see. There is a shadow over your heart, child. This beast, though, is not something new, it seems. Now I understand. It seems I must speak directly to this little one's soul. Oh, it's been a while, but it seems it's into the conscience we go. La 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 la. Greetings, little one. You are not afraid? I know I can look slightly intimidating, but I assure you, I mean you no harm. I look like Santa Claus. Oh, I assure you, child, he is much more frightening than I. You were conscious from the outside world while you slept. I see. Child, you look exhausted. What ails you? Oh, okay. I see where the shadow came from now. It didn't come from the outside. It was growing from within the entire time. It seems rather large by now. Okay. I can see we have a little bit of work ahead, but nothing that cannot be helped. For now, I would like you to do a simple trick that has worked on humans for millennia. I would like you to take a deep, long breath into those marvelous human lungs of yours. Deep and slow. And breathe out. Good. Do you know who I am, child? So you have heard the stories. Only good, I hope. I have many names gifted by people throughout their history. To some, I was known as Patel Pego when your race was very young. To some, I was known as Fuchin Jishu. However, I'm not quite sure if I pronounced that right. For a deity, my dialect skills aren't quite on par with the other elders. In your dialect, though, I am known as Father Light. Yes, I am the deity of recovery. I have cared for the human race as if you were my own children since my creation. When your people were young, they would call on me to heal them of all ailments and injuries caused by ancient creatures and wars alike. I did what I could throughout history, but there is only so much that a deity of my stature can do. I have known sorrow watching civilizations fall and entire nations of people lose their way, but I have also had the honor and privilege of seeing you humans rebuild and find your way again. Like a proud father, I had to watch my children grow up and move on throughout the generations, until finally the memory of my song left their minds. Was I angry? Heavens no, child. A father should never bear anger towards his children for moving on. Instead, I watched from afar, always here for all of you, and always watching with love in my heart. But as humans would say, that is enough about me. I am here for you, little one. Why do you think I am here for you? You were cursed during a battle with a dark enemy. I see. May I be bold? Thank you. I believe your battle with the dark began long before then, child, and it continues now. I also believe this curse, as you would call it, has been with you for much longer than you think. Yes, I have seen the shadow before. It looms over your soul now as we speak, child. But don't worry, it won't harm you while I am here. And I promise you, by the time I do leave, it won't be as much of a burden. But child, I must tell you what I believe you already know. This curse won't simply go away, but it can be controlled and sometimes even utilized to your benefit. You see, this curse is passed down through the human race, often into humans with the most passionate, caring hearts, the strongest, bravest souls, and the most brilliant, creative, and resilient minds. Consider it a bit of a trade-off. And for you, child, you possess all three of these things, so you are a little bit more prone, I'm afraid. But it also means that you are 3 times more capable of taking back control from the shadow and using it for your own. Oh, you don't believe you possess any of these 3 things? My child, your kind fascinates me. You do not see how precious you are. Okay, let's play a little game. I will ask you to think of something, and you gift me with the information that comes from your memory, yes? Okay. Think of a time when you achieved something that made you proud. Think of that moment when you told someone you looked up to and their face lit up with joy, or when you smiled to yourself with a feeling of fulfillment because of all the work you put into something. Think of it. What was it? Yes, child. You see, that head on your shoulders possesses one brilliant mind indeed. I am proud of you for what you have achieved. Don't compare it to anyone else. Your success is yours. Revel in it. And I know that your list is much larger than the single accomplishment. Right now, I bet if you thought about it, there are a number of things that you have done throughout your life that will warm you with pride. It could be getting the grade that you strive for on a test, or achieving a desired result on a task that you set out to do. It could be beating your personal record, or beating a rival. Gently, I hope. It could be wowing someone with something that you've created. Even creating a funny thought in your head that made you or someone else giggle. A precious moment that should not be underestimated. You see, the list is getting bigger, yes? And it will continue to get bigger. If you can't think of anything now, fear not. Give yourself time. It will come to you. That brilliant mind of yours has so much more to give. And no dark shadow or world plague that sometimes holds us still will ever stop people as amazing as you. So, you do not believe that your soul is strong? Speak truthfully with me, child. Your most recent enemy wasn't your first, was it? You have been hurt before, perhaps by someone that you did not see as an enemy. I will not ask you to share this with me if you do not wish to. I know this can be hard for recovery, but if you wish, I would be honored to hear your story. This is without a doubt one of the greatest flaws of humankind. To be able to inflict pain in any way upon someone who they are supposed to cherish, or to inflict hurt on a stranger who could mean them no harm at all. Child, I am sorry that this happened to you. This pain has left a scar that may have fed the darkness further. But look not to it as something to shy away from. A scar heals stronger in place of all the flesh that was once there. Your scars have made you who you are today. And who are you today? You, my child, are a warrior. Long before you battled the enemy that threatened your comrades, you have fought the darkness inside you and have won every time. You do not think you have won, my darling human. We are talking now. You still exist in this world, and that alone is testament that you are facing the darkness and have not given up. Think of your current state as merely resting, biding your time, and I am honored that you have fought on and given me the chance to meet such a brave human. And we know that those who await your reawakening have been honored to stand beside you their entire life. Standing before me now, after all you have been through, is undisputed proof that your soul, my child, is a pillar of strength. I hope that with each passing day, you take one step closer towards seeing yourself the way that I do, young warrior. So now we come to the heart. This is a challenging one. The proof is right before our very eyes, and yet so hard to see sometimes. Humans often believe themselves to be uncaring or incapable of love, and yet the curse within you would not even exist if there was no heart to begin with. You hurt because you care. It may be hard to see, but it is a good thing. If you take a nasty fall and it hurts, it is a sign that you are still alive, correct? You love fiercely and passionately, but may criticize yourself for doing so. Maybe because it sometimes leads to pain. Do not blame yourself for this. Even if placing your love and trust in someone has led to pain before. A wise person once said that if you decide to place your love and trust in someone, then you are inviting that person to bring their best self forward, just as you have. If we don't invite people to be their best selves, then how do we progress? We can be hurt, yes, but we can also form exceptional bonds when we offer out our hearts. How so? Child, you do not see how loved you are, do you? Your people summoned me for this very reason. They could not stand to lose you. I understand that it seemed like you were alone sometimes, but consider this. Do you ever think of someone during your daily thoughts, and the thought of them warms you? Yet, have you ever told them this? In fact, take a moment. Think of someone that makes you smile, someone who fills you with joy, or even hope for the future. A time when someone has shown you kindness. Have you thought of someone? Don't worry, you don't need to share, but ask yourself this. Does this person know that they inhabit your thoughts? Perhaps not. But could this not also be the same way around? No matter how alone you may feel sometimes, someone out there is thinking of you during their day. Somewhere out there, you are a blessing, the memory of a happier time in someone's heart. Humans can be such amazingly silly creatures. You may care for someone deeply, but always hesitate to share with each other. Every possibility starts with someone beginning a conversation. Another reason to continue fighting through, my little warrior. The memories of someone that makes you smile, times that made you believe life is worth living, memories that you have gifted to others that empower them to keep fighting their own dark. All thanks to the strength of your heart. If one story was to end here, then no more chapters containing these happy times will ever be written again. And regardless of what this curse may have you believe at times, there are always happier chapters to write. Hold the thoughts of those you love in your heart, even if it sometimes hurts. It is this affirmation of the incredible person you are. Take your time to heal and rest. Those who love you, and there are many, will be waiting for you when ready, child. New chapters await. So you see, child, you possess all three of these things. If you still do not believe, take your time, but challenge yourself. Every time you feel pride, love, or a sense of determination to do anything, just imagine my voice saying, "Told you so." The Father of Light is not one to lie. Alas, I think the darkness may have shrank a little. Do not judge yourself when this curse makes it hard to be you sometimes. It is not a reflection of yourself, but it can be used to benefit if you know how. The anxiety side of this curse may sometimes warn you of a valid threat, or it may even save your life one day when in danger. When the darkness takes over, maybe it is a sign that something has troubled you for far too long and you need to tend to it. If things get too much sometimes, the curse can be a warning. It does feed off of negative energy after all, but do not fight violently against it. Analyze it, take a breath, think, what could be causing it, and how can you solve it? What tools do you need to overcome this challenge? If you gaze upon a wall that must be climbed, do you run head first at the wall screaming? I should hope not. not like ancient days. Instead, you will analyze it. What tools do you need? What actions should be taken to get up this wall? This, my child, perhaps not the best metaphors, but still fitting. Arm yourself with the tools to help yourself. If one day seems too challenging, your tool could be your bed and rest, with good music and glorious food. Even a quick shower to refresh yourself. It could be taking time to relax with your favorite music, even though you humans have forgotten how to sing a little bit. Working on a hobby of yours. Working on your physical health. Talking to someone that you love or admire. Looking towards the future with a plan. The list is endless, and it is yours to discover. You see, child? I have a confession to make. I cannot heal you from this. This curse is beyond even my power. But it is well within yours. And from others will always help, but the ability to help yourself is paramount. You are the master of your mind. You own the tools to recover, and you decide when the time is right. I am here to remind you, to hopefully help you to see what an incredible person you are. Fear not, though. I will always be here, watching you with a smile and anticipating for the unstoppable force that you will become. The warrior of heart, mind, and soul. Alas, the time is drawing near for me to depart. No sorrow from you, though, child. It has been an honor to speak with you. I am so proud to know that you exist in this world as an example of human power. And you still have power and potential to obtain. So if I may be so bold, take the time needed, but return to your world. Wake up when ready. Face the curse within you, but not as an enemy, just as a part of you to control. You are power. You are the master of this, and the world awaits you when ready. Child, it is time for me to leave, but I will always be nearby. When things get hard, I hope that my words can provide guidance for you until the day comes when you do not need them. Until then, hold strong, my warrior of heart, mind and soul. And hold my song in your mind as I hold the song of your awakening in my heart when you decide to return to your loved ones. Godspeed, child. La, la.